Good evening, traders. We are here because we are going to explain to you guys about how to trade PVSRA. This is Robson Hayashida, and a few days ago I mentioned to you guys that PVSRA is not a single strategy, but rather is a piece of art by the description of Cigar Guy and some of my other friends. And it's also a piece of art that has lots of strategies. Like there are lots of ways that you can see the PVSRA templates, look at them, and sometimes you can even develop your own strategy based on that. So, having that said, we are going to explain to you guys about today about one strategy that we use, and in the following days, I'm going to talk about other strategies as well. So let's look at our first strategy that we are going to use in order to trade PVSRA. All right. So the strategy today that we are going to use is called the strategy that we're going to trade in the same direction of Dragon. Okay. For those who don't know, the Dragon is the 50 EMA, the exponential moving average, and we are looking at the 200 EMA. Okay, so price needs to be traded below or above the 200 EMA, depends on the kind of trade, if you place like bullish or bearish trade. All right, so first of all, what do I mean by same direction of Dragon? So for those of you who don't know Dragon, can you look at this dark blue line here that goes up and comes a little bit down, then goes up and up and up, okay? So this dark blue line is the Dragon, okay? The 50 EMA, exponential moving average, okay? So we're looking at trading in the same direction of Dragon. So in this case, Dragon is moving up, okay? And I look at the inclination is very good, okay? So what do I look next? I look at the 200 EMA. If you don't know, the 200 EMA is this yellow dotted line. So can you see this dotted yellow line here? This is the 200 EMA, okay? So the 200 exponential moving average, okay? So I'm looking at price, and the price, for this strategy, we are going to trade bullish or bearish. In this example, we are buying, okay? So we're trading, it's a bullish trade, okay? So for this strategy, for this one that we're looking at, price has to be traded above the 200 EMA, okay? So here I have the 200 EMA. So I look at the candles, all right? So I made sure that the price is being traded above the 200 EMA, okay? So if it was a bearish trade, it needed to be traded below, okay? But in this case, it's above, okay? So lastly, the last thing that I look at is I look for a cross of a key level, okay? With a huge candle and, okay, notable volume, all right? So if you don't know what a key level is, what are key levels? Key levels can be whole numbers, okay? So it would be anything that finishes with 000. In this case, we're trading the yen, Japanese yen pairs. So we look at the last three digits. So anything finishing with 000 are whole numbers. So in this case would be 119.000. It could be anything. It could be like 118.000, 120.000. Okay, anything like that. Another key level would be half numbers. So half numbers are things that finish with like 500. Okay, so in this case it's 119.500, but it could be like 120 or 0.500, 121.500. Okay, so things like that. And another key level would be quarters, okay? So quarters can be one like quarter, in this case would be 119.250, or could be like three quarters, in this case would be like 119.750, okay? And RDH, I'll explain a little bit later, so let's leave it for a while, okay? So in this case, let's look at the pairs here. So we have Euro and Japanese Yen. And I'm looking at M1, 1 minute chart, because for this strategy we are using scalping, okay? So for scalping, we are not going to look at like the daily chart or the H4, like 4-hour chart. Basically, we want short term, so we are looking at M1. So every candle here represents 1 minute, okay? Because it's M1 is per minute, all right? So we're looking at, once again from the top, as I explained, we're looking at trade in the same direction of Dragon. Dragon is moving up, okay? Price is being traded above the 200 EMA, and I need a cross of a key level. So in this case, PVSRA template is very good because the PVSRA template automatically drill this key level, okay? So can you see this brown line here? So this brown line indicates the 119.750, okay? So this will be three quarters, okay? The next key level here, can you see this green line? This indicates 119.500, okay? So this would be a half number, okay? Half number, okay? So what you can see here is, why did I place the trade here? Because you can see that PA, price action, so you can see that price failed to break, okay, the key level and bounced back. Here, tried once again, okay, and well, it crossed a little bit, but there is no green candle, so there is no high volume, okay? So what we are looking at is a break, okay? We're looking at a cross of a key level with a huge candle, okay, and notable volume. So what do I mean by huge? So the size of the candle has to be big, and it has to be a green candle or red. It depends on the kind of trade you are doing. If it's bullish, is a green candle. If it's bearish, is a red candle. And notable volume. What do I mean by notable volume? I have to look at the volume bar. So I look at the volume bar, and I can see a huge bar here, and it's green. So this is notable volume. So when I have a notable volume here, I look at the candle, I look at the green candle here. So this green candle sometimes would be tiny. If it's tiny, you don't place. But this one was huge, and it crossed. Okay, so it was huge, crossed the key level, and made a new high. So it broke all the previous highs here. Okay, so made a new high, and I placed the trade. Okay, so what happens is that there was a small retrace. Okay, started to go against me, but then it went up again, and I closed here. I targeted 5 pips, okay, of profit, and closed here. All right. So now let's take a look at another example. Okay. So this example is a bearish trade. Okay. So if we are looking to place a bearish trade, so Dragon has to be moving down. Okay. So why? Because you are placing the trade in the same direction of Dragon. Okay, so Dragon is moving down. Inclination at this time when I placed the inclination was good. Okay, so this is the inclination of Dragon, and price has to be traded below the 200 EMA. So you look at this yellow dotted line, the 200 EMA. So price was being traded below this level. Okay, and I had a huge cross of a key level. Okay, in this case the key level was RDH. What is RDH? So RDH, okay, I said I would come back to this later, so this is the time. So RDH is the range daily high. Okay, So is a historical level. Oh, historical. Wow, is a daily, the break of the daily high. So the highest moment in the day. Okay, so this was a historical high. So range daily high. So once it broke this RDH key level. Okay, so once it broke this level with a red, okay, candle, which is huge. So you look at the size, you can see that this candle is a huge one that broke it. So I placed my trade here, targeted 5 pips, okay, and closed it, okay. And you can look at the volume. So here you can see that the volume is also big. Not as big as I expected, but it's relatively big, okay. And I close it here, all right. Let's take a look at another example. Here there was a small retrace, okay? So sometimes it will not go up right away. So, okay, you look at the dragon, okay? Dragon was moving up. Inclination was really good. You can see the inclination is very good when he placed the trade, okay? And you can see that there was a break of a key level with a huge green candle here. Look at the volume. The volume was huge as well, so notable, okay, notable volume, and a huge green candle that broke a key level. Key level here in this case was 120.500, was a half number, okay, and there was a small retrace. So sometimes there is no retrace, sometimes there is a small retrace. Okay, I felt that people ask me, how do you know there would be a retrace? Well, I don't, but what I do is when I look at this, right, I saw that PA, the price was here, and there was a huge distance between price and the dragon. So I imagine that there could be a small retrace. Okay. Well, if you don't agree with me, you can leave your comment below. But usually, I thought in this case there would be a retrace because there was a huge distance between the break of a key level and the dragon. Okay, so I look at this distance. I thought, oh, there could be a small retrace. So I waited, and I placed my trade here because I thought that after two light gray candles, I thought that price would go up again. So I thought the retrace was over. But I was mistaken. Yeah, it was a mistake because price started to go down again. Okay? So I don't have a crystal ball. I can't be 100% correct all the time. This time I was wrong. But it was okay because PA, the price never broke Dragon. Okay? So then price went up again and it broke the key level again with a green candle, and I reached my target here and I closed my trade. Okay, and and as you can see, all conditions are met. So dragon was moving up, inclination was good, price was being traded above the 200 EMA. Okay, there was a break of key level with a huge candle and a small retrace. I placed my trade and closed it here. Okay, now let's look at another example. This is the last example. Okay, and I place my trade here. So what happened here? Here, two things happened. So first, you look at the dragon. So dragon was moving up, inclination was good, price was being traded above the 200 EMA. Okay, and another thing that made me more sure about this trade is because you can see here there was a red candle that tried to break the 200 EMA downwards. Okay, try to break downwards but fail to break it, and after that price start to go up again. Okay, so I already have this failure indicating to me that MMs, the market makers, were trying to move PA up again. Okay, so they were trying to move price up again because there was a failure here with a red candle and notable volume. So there was a failure here, and after that I got a huge green candle that broke this key level. In this case, the key level is 111.500, so it's a half number. Okay, so PA broke this key level. I waited for a small retrace, placed my trader here, okay, and set my target to 5 pips, and I got a huge green candle here. I closed my trade, okay? And this is the lesson for today, guys. And let me tell you once again, this is not the only way to trade PVSRA. There are lots of other ways to trade it. This is only one way to trade it. And if you have any questions about this strategy in specific, you can leave your comment below. And thank you very much for your time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can just subscribe to my channel to receive updated information about new videos. And stay tuned for new videos. And I promise to you guys that I'll try my best to make new videos every week, and if not every day. And enjoy PVSRA and wish you guys a very profitable week. Goodbye.